Hey guys, Tony here, and today I've been checking out Settlement Rising, which is out now on Steam and costs £15.89. However, you can get it with 35% off at the moment, so it's just over a tenner, and it's just hit version 1. Settlement Rising is your classic city builder set in the medieval times and includes natural disasters, raids, keeping people happy, and many production chains. However, I will say I think this one is more on the chill side of things. And also, as every game needs it now, it has roguelite card elements built into it. So how does the game play and a little about the story? Well, there's no real story here, so we can skip that. Gameplay wise, it also doesn't do a whole lot different. If you've played a city builder, you've probably played this game. You start with your small outpost, you have to build houses, woodcutting place, foraging outpost, hunter, and so on. Farm crops, set people to work to cut down those trees, gathering stones and moving supplies around to feed and clothe everyone in your town. Your town will continue to grow and grow. The bigger you get, the more buildings you unlock, the more production chains, and the more people that will come to live in your village, which you can then put to work. It's all very standard stuff, to be fair, which I think is maybe this game's biggest issue. It's not really doing anything to set itself aside from other city builders. However, I will say it does a lot of things good. It has just the right amount of control over your civilians. It's not too micro intensive. The resource chains are quite easy to understand. It has configurable difficulty settings, which I always love to see in this sort of game. However, one thing I will say I did find a little bit annoying is the movement of goods seems to be very slow. I think there needs to be a bit of a better system. Many of the resources just wouldn't go between the buildings and where it needed to be quick enough. Touching on the card system, you'll be offered 3 cards randomly. They have certain levels of rarity, so different colors equals different rarity. You can choose to use the card now, or you can save it and then use it on your next run to make your next run easier. However, as it's a city builder, your runs tend to be quite long, so I'm not really sure why you would save the cards. I'm not sure the game needed them to work like that. And yeah, that's about it for the gameplay. As I said, it's a city builder. Graphics wise, I think it looks rather nice. The UI stands out. It's nicely designed. It's easy to follow. That's where a lot of city builders fail. They usually overcomplicate the UI. Trading is very easy to understand as well because of the UI. The animations are nice too. Like, you know, you guys will go into the forest and catch a deer and you'll actually see them drag it back. I didn't have too many issues with the graphics. However, I will have to point out it does use AI art and music in the game. Sound design is also not too bad, but it's also not great. It's a little bit basic. So in conclusion, this is a good city builder. I enjoyed my time with it. It's definitely a bit more casual, I would say. It also, I suppose the biggest thing here is it doesn't do anything you haven't seen 100 times before, but what it does very well. So there's no sort of complaints there. I just wish it had done something a little bit more to set itself aside from all the others. If you're kicking back and just looking for a fun little city builder to play for a while, I don't think you could go too far wrong. Anyway, guys, that's all I've got to say on this one. I'll catch you all later. Goodbye.